Hey guys, I wanted to share with you guys what I learned in the last week of Job. I don't even remember what chapters they are. I don't know. I think 16 through 20? Is that what it? Anyway, what I learned in Job. So this is a study that we're kind of doing, a video series, whatever you're going to call it, of what I learned in the chapters or books of the Bible that we're reading in our devotional group thing. So if you don't have a devotional group that you are a part of, or you're looking for a women's group to fellowship with, please check out the link that I'm going to put below. It's for our free Facebook group. There are no strings attached. We are literally just fellowshipping together over there. We are a little over 1,000 strong, which is so rad for me to think of. Just starting this, I think, a little less than a year ago, and it's grown, and there's so many amazing women in there. So make sure to check that out if you're looking for a place to fellowship and really be with people that believe the same thing and want to uplift you. So I've learned so much in Job from the past week, really solidifying the fact that when we are suffering or going through trials, we have to lean on God, right? But I learned something last week that didn't necessarily come from the reading, but I do believe that it's something God has been trying to tell me for a long time. And I did a Facebook post about this, maybe an Instagram post, and just talked about it a tiny bit, but I wanted to make a video about it because I feel like it's really important. And that is, we can minister to our husbands or wives, if you're a man and you're watching this, through everyday things, just through having a good attitude. And I feel like this goes hand in hand with suffering and complaining and trusting God, because sometimes we just don't feel like we want to do things, if that makes sense. And so some of the things I'm going to talk about, you might be a little like, woo, I didn't want to know that, but I feel like it's really important that I share this with you, and it's all going to be in good fun, I think. It's going to be good. So please just stick with me till the end. We're going to try and keep this around 5 minutes, and let's do this. So we can minister to those that we love through everyday things with a good attitude. So what does that mean? The other day I woke up and I was in a really, really bad mood. Horrible mood. I don't really remember why. I think it was because I woke up and my husband didn't jump out of bed to wake up with me. He slept in, and that always aggravates me. So I kind of just jumped out of bed in a really bad mood. And I was walking downstairs and thinking about my Bible study. I just started to feel resentful. And I got a little bit of a thought in my head, and I don't think it's a coincidence. I think someone was trying to tell me something. But I got a thought in my head that while I was waiting for my pre-workout to kick in, I should do the dishes and maybe scoop the litter boxes and maybe vacuum or whatever. And I started to think while I was doing those things that I needed to have a good attitude about that, because Alex was going to be so happy when he woke up and this stuff was done. It was going to make him happy. It was one less thing that he had to worry about in the day, and it was going to bring him joy. And that started to bring me joy. And I realized that if I do these things joyfully, and I don't necessarily think of them as chores, but I think of these things that I'm doing throughout my day as a way to really bring joy to my husband and to minister to him through everyday things that I'm doing to show him God's love, with me doing things without ever having to be asked or complaining or whatever. It was really a way for me to show him God's love through everyday things. So think about those things that you don't like to do. I have a long list of them. Is anybody else with me? I have a huge list of things I don't like to do. I'm kind of a complainer. I'm working on it, but it's definitely something I struggle with. Think of the things that you don't want to do, or the things that you're not making time for as much as you should. So let me give you some of my examples. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. So some things that I struggle with: I hate doing dishes and I hate doing laundry. Hate it. The laundry always, I wash it 10 times before it ever even makes it to the dryer. So really working on doing that mindfully and getting it into the dryer, because in our house, my husband gets so excited if it gets done within one cycle. Some things that maybe you aren't making as much time for because everything is busy. I'm just going to say it. Having sex with your husband, okay? That's important. That's a godly gift that we've been given, and that's another way that we can minister to our husbands. I know that sounds weird, and maybe that's a video for another time. Let me know in the comments below if you want a video on that. I definitely don't want to talk about my sex life or whatever, but I do know that for us in our marriage, that's a topic that just, I feel like there's a lot more to it than everyone talks about. So anyway, get off that topic. If that's something that you want a video on sex in marriage and how to make that godly, or kind of like what I'm doing, yeah, I'll totally do a video on that. But just doing that with a good attitude instead of coming home from a long days of work and being like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I have a headache, I don't want to do it. Spending time with my phone put away. Like, that is so important for my husband. So the big thing in this video is think about the things that make the people around you feel loved, and think about the attitude that you're doing them with, right? We can show people God's love in everyday life by just having a good attitude, getting in there and doing the things that maybe like we don't want to do right then. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So let's have a good attitude. Let's show people that we care about them, show them God's love through the things that we're doing every day by taking those things, and instead of thinking of them as chores, things we have to do, things that'll make them happy but won't make me happy, think of it as a way to show God how appreciative we are for how much He loves us by unconditionally loving those around us and being servants of God and showing that in the things that we do for them. So if you like this video, let me know. Let me know if you're reading Job with us. Let me know in the comments below kind of what you're learning from it, because I feel like everyone has a different take. I know that this was kind of not something that was directly from the verses, but I do think it really applies to what we're talking about in our study. So I hope that you guys like this, what I learned in the Bible things. Let me know if this is something that you're into. Give this video a thumbs up if it makes it to YouTube. I don't know where it's going. I think I said that in the video I just filmed. I have no idea where I'm putting these videos, but I did want to make them for you guys. And make sure to check out our devotional group on Facebook if you're looking for a group of women to fellowship with. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and I will chat at you later.